we are about to begin a Married to Medicine review recap, season 10, episode 6, called Whine Country. And good Lord, what kind of prison gang is this? Just like my thumbnail said, what kind of Shawshank Redemption are we watching on TV, y'all? This was a takedown. This was a full-on hit, ambush, execution, call it whatever you want to call it, whether you like Quad or not. This was a takedown. It was a setup. It absolutely was. Because they tried to pretend like they were bringing Quad to this wine country to see if she was willing to apologize, to see if she was willing to take any accountability. And nah, that's not what they was bringing her here for. They brought her here to California, where I am, to put a bullet in her head and leave her out in the fields with all the grapes and the wine. That's what they did. I don't even know. I heard Quad only has 2 more episodes. I guess this was one of them. I guess she only got 1 more because she'd been executed. She'd been taken out by the prison gang, the OGs as they're calling themselves now. What the heck is going on? First of all, they act like they some tight-knit group. And the truth be told, Toya just started liking half these folks right now, the so-called OGs. Even Toya said this is the first time in a long time that all 4 of them even had lunch together and sat down together, because they ain't all liked each other for a long time. Truth be told, Simone and Jackie just became friends again too. So what are they trying to talk about when they talk about Quad, and that Quad really doesn't talk to any of them? She's really not friends with them. She's only here for a check. They didn't say that part, but I know that's the part too. It's not that what they saying ain't true. It is not what they saying ain't true. Quad is definitely only here for a check. But here's what I'm wondering. Why are they trying to act like they all best friends? Now, maybe Dr. Heavenly and Jackie are good friends. I do believe that. Maybe Toya and Simone are good friends. But all 4 of them together? Because Heavenly don't respect Toya. Never has respected Toya. Because Dr. Heavenly don't respect nobody unless their name has an MD behind it. Let's be real. Heavenly has never liked anybody unless it had MD. And let me take that back. She may not have liked anybody even with MD, because she certainly didn't like Dr. Contessa. She got rid of her. And they didn't like what was the other girl? Nyla, whatever her name was too. They got rid of her as well. This is a prison gang. This is some Shawshank Redemption going on. When the heck did cast members on the reality TV shows get so much power that these ladies are now executing? And even if they did have power, they didn't talk about it so boldly like these ladies are talking about today here. They got these women so scared. All these new people. They got what's her name? Ashley, not Ashley. Alicia, whatever her name is. She's scared. I can't believe they got Phaedra scared. Phaedra is shaking in her boots. Phaedra don't want to be kicked off the show at all. Phaedra must need a check. Phaedra's business must not be doing as well. Or she's like this Real Housewives money, or whatever you want to call it, is really good. Because Phaedra, who we know can kick up some mess, has decided she's going to play nice with these women, to the point where Phaedra threw Quad out to dry and said, well, if Quad can't get along with these women, I'm no longer going to take up for her. I'm no longer going to bring her around. Because listen, Quad, I'm not going to get fired over you. This has become a job. And I'm going to tell you something else what I think. I think these ladies, the OGs, the Shawshank Redemption, the prison gang crowd, I think they're scared. There's been a lot of stuff going on out here in social media with the shakeup in Real Housewives of Atlanta. Last year, we saw that Dr. Contessa, she quit or she decided not to come back. They fired the other girl. There's some shakeups going on in these Real Housewives and these franchises Married to Medicine for the last 10 years because they got stale. People like me stop watching, right? This is the first year I'm doing a review on the show because I stopped watching for a long time The only reason I came back to watch this season, like I've told all y'all, is for Sweet Tea and Phaedra. Something new. Because I would not be watching this show if it were just the OGs, the prison gang, the Shawshank Redemption. So they over here putting hits on Quad. They over here silencing Phaedra, making Phaedra fall in line. Who would have ever seen Phaedra kissing ass like this? I would have never thought Phaedra would be kissing the ass of these women like this. And now they over here trying to punk and bully Sweet Tea because you know what I think? They're afraid of losing their jobs. And I think these four ladies have made a pact. The OGs have made a pact. They said, listen, if we all stick together, then they act like it's a Survivor. We won't vote each other off the island. We'll all vote for each other to stay on the island. And what we'll do is we'll find ways to kick off the island, the new people. Because all these ladies want to keep that check coming in. They want to keep the check rolling in. Okay? And they don't want no new people to come on here to steal no shine. Because the minute a new person comes in the group, first of all, the pit bull, Dr. Heavenly, goes for their neck. I really don't know why Dr. Heavenly is foaming at the mouth for Sweet Tea. I really don't know why. Sweet Tea has done nothing to her. Because even though Sweet Tea uninvited her to the wedding, it was after what Heavenly said. I don't know why Heavenly is coming from Sweet Tea. I don't know why Heavenly keeps calling Sweet Tea little girl. I don't understand why Heavenly has a beef with Sweet Tea. I think all these ladies are afraid of any new person at all. And what they don't want to happen is when the budget starts getting cut and they say, okay, we can't have 6 women or 7 women. We're going to have to cut a woman. All these OGs have decided we all going to stick together. We're going to vote for each other and we're going to vote off the new people. Because right now they are bullying the hell out of Sweet Tea. Okay, they're basically making Phaedra do what they do in prison and be their little bitch, right? Because Phaedra don't want to speak up. And then what they did was they shanked Quad. They shanked her. I would have never thought I'd see Phaedra playing the role she's playing. I really was expecting more. And none of these ladies got a storyline. They up here getting rid of Quad, but the whole first episodes have been about Quad. They've been about Quad and Sweet Tea. So that means this last part of the season is going to be what? Them all ganging up on Sweet Tea, calling her a little girl, talking about why you calling your husband. What's wrong? What's wrong that she loves her man? What's wrong? This is like a bunch of old women at work, mad because young people now got a new way of doing things at the job, and they trying to get rid of the new blood coming in. That's what this feels like. I'm telling you, it was a nasty, nasty thing. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you like Quad or not. But the way they took Quad down, lured her out here to Napa Valley, talking about they was out here to reconcile, make her take accountability, give her another chance. They weren't here to give her another chance. Did you see them faces, those looks on their faces? They weren't here to give Quad another chance. They were here to shank Quad in the lunchroom. Just like Shawshank Redemption. Toya need to be careful because Toya thinks now that she's made her little money in the last 10 years and she got some little money in her pocket. All of a sudden she's part of this group. They don't accept you, Toya. They never will. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, maybe Dr. Simone will accept Toya, but they're never going to fully accept you. You know why, Toya? Because you're not a doctor. You're not a doctor. And in the end, that's what a lot of these ladies are into. Titles, being stuck up. And I don't know what Dr. Jackie's going to talk about. Once again, here she on the show, all happy about meeting Vice President Kamala Harris to talk about black female infertility or mortality rate in childbirth. Once again, what's her storyline? What is her storyline? This is why they're afraid of any new person coming on the show, because they don't want no other person to come on the show. Because what they'll find out is that other person might outshine them. And next thing you know, they going to get fired. Their contract's not going to get renewed. They're running scared over here because all the stuff going on out here with all these reality TV shows, especially Real Housewives of Atlanta. And these women are afraid because I know the ratings have dropped. I know the ratings for Married to Medicine are not the same as they used to be. And I think these ladies have decided to stick together, and whoever else comes new on the show, we going to get that new girl. We going to get her because she's not going to come up here and take our jobs from us. Because there ain't no reason for them to be treating Sweet Tea the way they're trying to treat her, the way they're trying to punk her, and the way they're trying to bully her. It is no reason for it. I sure hope Sweet Tea finds her place. I hope she finds her voice. I hope she finds her confidence. And I hope she dethrones all these ladies. I hope Sweet Tea becomes another Portia Williams. I hope she becomes before they all tried to punk Portia Williams, and then Portia Williams became one of the biggest stars of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope that Sweet Tea matures over time, gathers her confidence, learns how to handle these ladies real well, and show these old bees how it's done, and dethrones them all. Because let me tell you something, I did not like one bit what they did to Quad, how they did it. And like I said, it's not like I'm a big fan of Quad. I think some of the things they said was true. I knew Quad was here just to get a check, but I didn't like the ambush. I didn't like the shanking of her in the lunchroom. I don't like making Phaedra bend over in the shower. I don't like none of it. By the end of this show, Phaedra was acting like she don't even know Quad. She was like, Quad who? Phaedra completely abandoned Quad for that check. Phaedra must need some money. I don't know what Phaedra's business is. I know she got a lot of them, and I know she got money, but she might be running low on cash. I know she got money. I know she got wealth. But let me tell you, people who got money spend a lot of money too. And I bet you her bills are high. She got that young, good looking butler over there. So I know bills are high. And Phaedra's like, this is a check. These are my co-workers. I'm not going to be falling out with my co-workers to save Quad, because I already see that Quad got one foot in the grave. And as we find out, she about to get buried in the next season. She about to get buried in the next couple of episodes. She tried to be honest with them and say, you're right. I don't have no emotional attachments to you ladies, but I wanted to try and build it. They were like, nah, that's okay. Why you want to build a relationship with us if you really ain't got no emotional bond with us? What? This is Real Housewives? This is a Real Housewives franchise, or Married to Medicine franchise. They act like everybody on the show is supposed to be besties. It ain't never been that way. Toya over here going to Napa Valley talking to the wine people, talking about, I want these wine people to see us in a good light. Toya knows that without Married to Medicine, she ain't got no brand. Toya knows that the minute she leaves Married to Medicine, she ain't got no brand. Married to Medicine is her whole brand, and she ain't gonna lose that. And what she's willing to do is to get Quad off the show, because what she doesn't want Quad to do is giving her a bad image that messes up her brand deals with these Kendall wine people. That's what's really going on. She said, I don't need nobody on here talking about my dirt, saying what stuff I do wrong, and then messing up my brand deals over here. Just like Dr. Jackie don't want anybody on here spilling her beans about her husband Curtis and the arrangement that they have. She don't want nobody messing up her reputation as a doctor. Okay, let's be real and honest about it. They don't want Quad on here spilling no secrets. They don't want Quad on here coming for nobody's necks, because these ladies at this point in time, even though they're mad at Quad on here for getting a check, they're on here for getting a check too. They're on here to use this platform, okay, to advertise and make money in their other businesses. I understand that all this is a business deal, but when you are trying to get rid of people on the show because you don't want that person exposing things about you, because you're worried more now about your side deals, then your allegiance is no longer to the show. You know, your allegiance is no longer to Married to Medicine. Your allegiance is now to all your side deals. And Married to Medicine producers better start paying attention to this. They really ought to start paying attention to it, because right now, everybody seems to be making all their money off of Married to Medicine. Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, now you got Toya doing the wine. Everybody else's allegiance is now going to be to the other businesses, and they don't want no newcomer coming over here, taking away their shine, taking away their lucrative business opportunities. And they know Quad can get down and dirty, and Quad will start spilling the mess, just like she was starting to spill the mess about Phaedra asking for $4,000 from Dr. G. Phaedra's like, we never had no romantic involvement. We only went out on one date. Well, that's all it takes, Phaedra. I can see Phaedra going on a date with Dr. G, and on the first date telling him, well, if I date you, I'm going to need $4,000 a month. It don't take a couple of days to say them words, and I can believe that Phaedra said that to Dr. G. I can believe it. Listen, Phaedra threw her whole husband under the bus, and he did a whole 5-8 years in prison. She denied all that shit. Denied every bit of it. Phaedra, like I said last week, she's the best liar on this whole show. The best liar on this whole show. And right now, she doing just enough lying to pretend like she don't know Quad to stay on the show and get a check. She's like, I got to get in with these ladies as best I can because this prison gang, this Shawshank Redemption, I ain't trying to get shanked in the shower in the lunchroom. Not at all, ma'am. Not at all. Poor Sweet Tea, because let me tell you, once Quad is gone, who's this prison gang gonna turn on? Who they gonna turn on? They only got 2 people to turn on. They either gonna turn on Sweet Tea or they're gonna turn on Phaedra. I don't think they're gonna go after this Alicia lady because she's too nice. They're not gonna go after her. So best believe the rest of the season is gonna be these 4 women, the prison gang, either going up against Phaedra or Sweet Tea. That's it. And I don't think it's going to be Sweet Tea because although I think Sweet Tea has a little bit of fight in her, but let her get her confidence. Let her get her confidence. I think she's going to be formidable. So that tells me more than likely the prison gang is going to go after Phaedra. That's who they're going to go after next. Quad is gone. The next one they're going to go after is Phaedra. This is some bull crap. These women should not have this much power to get rid of new people coming on the show just so they can keep their jobs and not have no doggone storyline. But let me tell you, if all this turns into is a hit, some Bloods and some Crips, whatever they want to call themselves, if that's what this turns into, I'm going to be out next season too. I will be out. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.